what's going on, everybody? I was talking to another driver today about the process in which you buy a truck. And maybe you want to buy your first truck, maybe you want to buy it cash, maybe you want to finance it through a commercial lender. Keep in mind, commercial lenders sometimes want you to have a certain amount of years experience, but in this situation, we're going to say you're trying to buy a truck cash. I went on to Truck Paper and I recorded my screen so you can kind of see what I'm looking at when I'm going to go buy a truck. There's a lot of different types of trucks. Each brand has their own particular engine, and then you have like your Cummins that can go in all of them. I'll make a separate video about that, about Cummins, pros and cons, and each individual manufacturer and their particular engine. But for this, I'm going to just include international LTs with Cummins in them. That's a pretty reliable truck, despite what people say. People bash on international simply because they released an engine 10 years ago that was a horrible engine and had a lot of problems. But these are international trucks with the Cummins engine in them. So take a look at what goes through my mind whenever I'm looking at trucks. As you can see, a lot of the internationals are on the higher end. There's also a bunch of internationals on the market. A lot of times these fleets buy hundreds of trucks at a time, and international will give them a discount if they buy international. Freightliner will give them a discount if they buy a Freightliner, and all of that stuff's included with these mega carriers buying them. If you see a red one, there's a good chance it's US Express. If you see a blue one or a white one, it's a good chance it could be Swift that you're buying it from. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it wasn't taken care of the way it should. It's a little bit more of a risk, but you know, it just depends on who you're talking to. For new owner operators, I suggest international LT. That was actually my second truck, and you know, the maintenance on it's not too bad. And as you can see there, if you save up just 50% of what you make in your first year trucking, if you're able to do that, I don't know if you can afford to do that, but just 50% of what you make in your first year, you could easily buy a truck on your second. Even better, you could save up 50% of your earnings for 2 years and then buy a truck cash, have the experience to sign on with any owner operator carrier. Then you could turn around and have like a good cushion once you start and once you're ready to do that.